Eftpos machines and cash out. And is it permissible, or taking cash out from an ATM in a different country or from a different bank, and all of these things? Is it permissible or not? So, number one, if the Eftpos machine is giving the person a cash out, and the amount that is getting inside the account is equal to the amount that is being taken by that person, then there is no problem with that. Okay? Where does the problem happen? The problem happens with the complication of the charge per transaction on the Eftpos machine when it comes to taking anything or buying anything. Like, for example, when you go buy from any restaurant here, some restaurants, they will say, oh, if you are paying by Eftpos, we are charging you 5% extra. You are buying food, but you pay 5% extra. Why you are paying that 5% extra or 1% extra? Because they are getting charged using that machine. So that 1% is for the usage of that Eftpos machine. That type of transaction is okay, no problems. But if there is cash out involved, there is a problem. Because you are going to pay more than what you are taking. The transaction needs to be clearly the same amount that you give on the card, take from the cash. You cannot have one more than the other. Sometimes, if you go to a different bank with your card, with the ATM, they will charge you on top of what you pull out or you withdraw from the bank. If the charge is a small amount for administration fees, flat $2, whether you withdrew $1,000, $5,000, $10, they charge $2 per transaction administration fee for the money to be transferred between the banks. Then the scholar said that's okay. If you are pulling cash, and this happens usually if you go overseas and you withdraw cash from ATMs of overseas banks, they charge percentage. If it is percentage, it's haram, because it's a purely riba. If it is a specific amount for the administration fees, then it is acceptable. And it needs to be not varying with the amount. Okay? If you buy from overseas using your card and they take the charge for that transaction, that's fine. But if you are pulling out cash, that's where it is not permissible. So it needs to be clear that when I go overseas with my debit card, I buy things, not I withdraw cash. And if I want to withdraw cash, I need to make sure that the cash that I withdraw is not going to be charged as a percentage based on how much I'm withdrawing from that machine. It is really critical, and people just fall in it, although it's purely riba. It's purely interest when you deal with it. Yeah.
So, like, practically speaking, if you go to a place and they only take cash and they say, oh, there's a little Eftpos cash out thing in the corner, and you put your card in, and I'm with ANZ and it's like something else, but there's a fee of $2.50 and I take $100 out, but it's a flat fee of $2.50.
Yeah, we consider it as administration, that's fine.